I once worked with a woman named Ellie. To understand what happened to her, you need to understand where she came from. Ellie grew up in one of the most conservative Muslim regions of the country, a place where women's lives were decided for them long before they ever had a chance to choose. A place where dating was forbidden, independence was suspicious, and obedience was the only path expected from daughters. But Ellie wasn't like most people around her. She was ambitious, sharp, and hungry for a different life. So she did something bold. She cut ties with her family and moved to the capital. It was her one shot at becoming who she wanted to be. In the capital, everything was new. She studied, she worked, she dated, she tried to reinvent herself completely. When we were co-workers, she once approached me asking for a commission. The payment she offered was ridiculously small, but back then I didn't know my worth. I accepted, did the work, sent it to her, and forgot about it. Years passed. We both moved on, changed jobs, changed cities. Then one day, someone messaged me online. They sent me a screenshot of my own work from my portfolio and asked, "Did you really make this?" They explained that Ellie had submitted a project to them years ago, and my work, the one she paid me almost nothing for, was included in it. She didn't mention hiring me. She took the money they paid her and claimed my part as her own. It wasn't a huge scandal, but it was dishonest. Still, the project was never released and we weren't in touch anymore, so I let it go. Years later, my employer was hiring for a new position, and Ellie applied. She interviewed well. She seemed confident, experienced, ready for a fresh start. They were considering her seriously. So I told them the truth. I shared the plagiarism incident. They declined her. I thought that was the end of the story. But life has a way of circling back. Months later, I ran into an old co-worker who told me what really happened after that. Ellie had been struggling in the city long before she applied to my company. Job after job, failed relationships, financial problems, no family support. Everything she tried seemed to fall apart. The rejection from my workplace was the breaking point. After that, she couldn't maintain her life in the capital anymore. She ran out of money, energy, and opportunities. Eventually, she had no choice but to return home. Home, the place she escaped. Home, where people whispered about her past. Home, where she was now 29, unmarried, and viewed as someone who had lived too freely. Her parents began preparing to arrange her marriage to whoever was still willing to take her. Years of fighting for freedom, and she ended up exactly where she started. All because of a series of small decisions, including the lie she told when she passed my work as hers, that slowly caught up to her. She thought it didn't matter. She thought no one would ever know. She thought a tiny shortcut couldn't change her fate. But one lie didn't just cost her a job. It contributed to destroying the future she tried so hard to build. And in the end, the life she feared most was waiting for her at home.